Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today I want to do a showcase on this Int Krillin. And I know it's been a hot minute since I've done some Dokkan stuff on the channel. It's just been tough, right? Because like JP's doing all this insane hype anniversary stuff. I haven't really been on top of it enough to cover it. Like by the time I'm able to record it, it's like such old news, right? Like with all these new characters and stuff. I'll maybe talk about it as we're going through the showcase, but I thought let's go ahead and do a showcase on this Int Krillin because I feel like this is a guy who's maybe gone a little bit under the radar. Dragon Ball Saga is kind of like one of the specialties on my channel, and I want to take like a deep look at this guy to see if he actually could get a spot on my Dragon Ball Saga team. And this is a guy that maybe has gone unnoticed for some of you global players out there. Maybe you didn't even realize this guy was out. But in the Dragon Ball story section, in the same set of stages where we got that Tech Goku who will eventually awaken to LR, we did get another awakening for him to his T-War. And then we got this Krillin as a new farmable unit, and he actually seems pretty solid. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his kit here, and then we'll just hop in and see how he's looking on basically my Dragon Ball Saga team that I really like to run, right? So he is a world tournament leader, 3 key and 50%, no big deal there. By the way, this guy doesn't have an EZA yet, so he will get better once he gets an EZA. So I'm kind of intrigued with this guy because I actually think he's pretty solid right now. So with a proper EZA, I mean, Dragon Ball Saga, between getting this guy's EZA and then that Tech Goku who will awaken into an LR, I think there is a good future here for Dragon Ball Saga with a couple of these nice free-to-play units. And Dragon Ball Saga has been killing it with free-to-play. There's some really good free-to-play units that are a staple on this team, right? So Super Attack effect raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He does supreme damage in seals. Sealing's always good on like Super Battle Road, right? So then it's passive, attack and defense 120, another attack and defense 120 on Super. And then if the enemy is sealed, another attack plus 82%, which I don't know that we'll see that in this video. Although the fight I'm doing, we might be able to seal. I don't think we can though. Attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 30%. So here's the thing with this Krillin that we notice right away. He's got a lot of things that are good for Super Battle Road. And the thing is we always say, oh yeah, that's a good Super Battle Road unit, but in reality, it doesn't matter because Super Battle Road isn't challenging, right? So what we need is we need more like red zone stages where some of these abilities will be good, right? Now, I haven't looked at the new, like JP just got a ton of new tough stages with like, and a lot of them have super class enemies. So maybe, I know a lot of them cancel dodge. So it'd be nice if they sprinkled in some enemies where phases could be sealed or stunned, kind of like Red Zone Cell. And I guess Red Zone Cell is maybe a place where we could try this guy out, but we're going to go in that Zamasu Goku Black fight where it's just infinite, right? Just to try him out. But you're looking at, you know, he can seal, he gets a big attack buff if they're sealed, and then he's doing attack and defense down, which is another thing that a lot of tough bosses you can't debuff, right? So that's unfortunate, but we're going to try him out in a stage where maybe that stuff isn't effective, just to see if we would use him in general content, right? And then Dragon Ball Saga category allies 2 key and attack and defense 30. So yet another free-to-play support unit for Dragon Ball Saga, which is nice. We got Yamcha, we got Int Bulma, now we got this guy. So really good there, right? So like, if this guy can be like just good enough defensively that he doesn't die, like he has value just being a support unit. And once again, keeping in mind he will EZA at some point. He has a medium chance of launching an additional super if HP is 88% or more at the start of turn. Foresees enemy super attack for 3 turns. So he's got Scouter and medium chance of evading the enemy's attack when HP is 86% or less at the start of turn. So the value I see in this Krillin, I mean, just on paper, he's not going to be defensive enough, right? So the thing is one, he gets a big chunk after super. So after super, you know, he'll get an okay amount of defense, but I think the really tough bosses, the normals, are still going to slap this guy up. And so he's got this thing where he gets some dodge chance, but you have to be below an HP threshold, right? So I pretty much on my build here, I went 30 dodge. Like I went insane dodge on him. Because like that's the only way he's going to live, right, is to give him dodge. So we'll see how good he is. I did get him to max links, by the way, so this is a max link showcase. Once again, no EZA yet. So here we are. So we're on a rotation here where we've got 4 links active. So the one thing with Dragon Ball Saga is there's a lot of these common links that work really, really well. So we've got Infighter active, which is attack 15%, very good. So linking pretty good with the Yamcha there. But you can see our defense is only 130k, which is pretty abysmal, right? Now on the super attack, he is getting a defense raise. I think that's just 30%. And then he is getting 120 here, but even with that, it's still not that great, right? So 130, and then you take 120% of that, he's probably around 300 something K, you know, and then you consider that extra 30% buff. I mean, I'm guessing he's in between like 300 and 350K defense after super, which definitely isn't good enough in today's age. So depending on when the EZA this guy, that could help, but we're going to put him in slot 1. We'll see if the hidden potential dodge just comes through at all. Now, the enemy's not sealed, so he's not getting that extra, like, I don't think we're ever going to see that extra 82% attack, but just know that he has the potential to get an extra little attack buff, right? Let's have Bulma go. That's going to give us a nice little buff there on the end. So let's, yeah, 30K normal there. 3.57 mil, which is okay, right? Once again, I'm not really worried about his offensive stats, but then we got Yamcha here, right? Just being a boss with like 7.2 million. He's going to have like 500K defense and guarding. Like, Yamcha's still such a goat for a free-to-play unit. But I think if they do the Int Krillin well, they could make him more viable with his EZA. So maybe what they do, I feel like for starters, they have to make his dodge that he just always has built-in dodge in his passive. So give him maybe medium chance to dodge. And then if you're below that HP threshold, give him like a 70% chance to dodge. I think that would be helpful. And then he definitely is going to need more defense, right? So right here, I think I'm just going to keep the two Gokus together for now. Because that Int Bulma, I eventually want to get around to Krillin. Because she actually links really well with him. So we'll just let the two Gokus be together for now. And then I'll float them. The thing with this team, it's like all these units are support units, so we can float the Goku, right? And he'll support. S-Tier Bulma supports. Int Bulma supports. Yamcha supports. I think literally, yeah, everybody on my current team build except Ader is a support unit. So it's one of those teams where, you know, units can really look their best because they're flowing with support. But yeah, in terms of like the anniversary stuff, you know, the Gogeta Broly, I think, is a really awesome anniversary. I think both of the characters turned out really great. I'm excited to summon for them. And I think what the 9th anniversary really did was they really killed it with part 2. I feel like this is the first anniversary maybe in ever. Yeah, I think this is the first anniversary ever where I've been probably just as hyped, if not more hyped for the part 2 units. Where like I really can't, because my normal anniversary strategy is just blow everything in part 1 and skip part 2. Not this year. This year, like, dude, Beast, Gohan, and then the Gammas, like, I am way more hyped for the Gammas than Cell Max. I know everyone was thinking Cell Max, but dude, LR Gammas is such a good idea for a card. And they definitely are worthy. Like, they're so good. So yeah, I'm very excited for the part 2, and we don't even know the kits yet at the time I'm recording this, but I'm so excited for the anniversary. So I'm really just going to sit on my stones and save and save and save and save. Obviously, there will be a joint celebration for what, Saiyan Day or Golden Week, you know, well, either or both, one or both of those. If the units there are like, they have to be incredibly hyped for me, but otherwise I'm just saving all the way to anniversary, which I think is what a lot of global players are going to be doing, right? All right, so now we're here. Yeah, just same thing, 130K defense. Do we gain any thing in slot 2? Why are the links not showing up? Okay, we don't really gain anything by going to slot 2. And Yamcha's not guarding. Like, this is actually kind of a rough turn just in general. I'm actually going to use an item here just because I know we can't. Krillin's not looking too great right now, to be honest. He's basically just a support unit with okay stats, but like not nearly good enough defensively, right? So that's probably part of the reason this guy's under the radar, is he's not really good enough to have a lot of hype. Yeah, look at that, 60K normal. And dude, he's taken 60K normals there. That's with Whis. All right, and then decent little attack stat there. No additional, because I didn't barely give him. See, and I fed him that 30 dodge, but remember, that's still just a 30% chance to dodge. So we didn't hardly get any dodges there. His defense was definitely better after super, but yeah, definitely not looking good for Krillin. So I think we're just going to need to get an EZA for him. If they wanted to plug in some damage reduction or something, they just got to do something to make him more defensive. But I like the skeleton of what he's doing in terms of being a support unit, right? And he does have some dodge built in. It's just built in kind of a wonky way. So now we'll leave Bulma, I think, on rotation here with Goku. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Oh, I kind of want to get the orbs with Goku. Oh, yeah, we have Whis. So, yeah, we can just do this and then we can heal up. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then Bulma can still grab a bunch here. I would like to get 7. Well, it doesn't matter if I get 7 because we're attacking an invincible enemy, so it doesn't matter. All right, sure, we'll do that with Goku. All right, we'll let this turn go, and then we'll get maybe just a turn or two more with Krillin. I mean, he's not really a build-up unit, so I think the next turn will be our best turn with him because we're going to put him in between Yamcha and Int Bulma, and he should be picking up an extra link, so I think we'll have 5 out of 7 links. He'll be double supported, technically triple supported, because the whole rotation support unit. So I think it probably won't get much better than the next turn, but we might do another turn after that just to check it out. But yeah, I do hope for a good easy A for him. I do hope we get, because I feel like the Dragon Ball Saga team, it's still good. Like I currently on my channel, on Global, I have every hardest content beat, including the new Omega Shenron fight. So right now, this team can still beat everything in the game. By the time it gets to the point that they can't, I'm hoping we start to get support. Unless they, and it's possible that LR Tech Goku could awaken maybe during Golden Week or Saiyan Day. I definitely could see that happening because it's probably going to be on some type of joint celebration or after the game sync, because we've kind of been going together with JP on him. So we'll see. There is a possibility there still could be a Dragon Ball buff, and there could be a Dokkan Fest on one of those, right? Before anniversary, because I haven't looked enough at it, but there's a good chance this anniversary content could maybe be too tough for the Dragon Ball Saga team. As it stands, we'll see. All right, so right here, yeah, we've got 5 out of 7 links with Int Bulma and then Yamcha on the outside. We are at 200k starter turn defense. So now, you know, on a turn like this, you know, he's going to super and get 120k, or sorry, 120% of that, right? So then we're looking at what, roughly 440k defense, something like that, plus another 30%. Actually not that bad, right? When we have like, but this is like the insane, like best linking situation, right? Even, dude, look at Int Bulma at 300k defense. Pretty good start of turn for her. So sure, let's go ahead and see how Krillin can handle it. I kind of actually want Krillin to get supered here because we don't have a Whis on. We can just see if Krillin can handle, you know, one of these supers that are 750k. We'll see what Int Bulma can do here. Int Bulma gives us 1 dodge. She's at 5 million. Yeah, we might just make this a shorter showcase. I don't know. Seeing another turn won't really matter. Oh, we did get the stun off. That's good. So we can stun, but we can't seal, which is kind of odd. And then 4.8 million, right? So once again, his attack stat isn't crazy, but considering he's like a free-to-play support unit, I mean, getting near 5 million is pretty good. Now, you see Yamcha right next to him says, yeah, but look at me. I'm at almost 8 million. I got more defense and I'm guarding, right? So I want to like the Krillin, but we just see how godly STR Yamcha is, like, directly next to him, right? And Yamcha's going to tank this like a boss, no problem. For sure. So yeah, I think we might wrap it up there. Yeah, Yamcha tanked that just fine. So anyways, guys, there you go. That is the Int free-to-play Krillin. To be honest, he's not really usable right now, but on a good, timely, easy A, I think he could be a nice buff for this team. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this Int Krillin. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.